Okay, here we are, Circle of Fear. But one thing I got to talk about first is, and I want 5 minutes of silence for little Grandpa William Defoe. What a man. What a son he had. Grandpa William Defoe. A little angry, but what a man.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
I like how I think I got you in the side view. That was awesome. Hey everybody, welcome to Late Late Horror Show. As always, I am Dino, and that is Dave. David actually enjoys key lime pie. He watched somebody stream. Connie's
I
stream.
don't watch someone stream. Last week you called me David for the first time in 10 years. I'm like, who the hell is that?
I don't know why. Yeah, it just popped out, David. I'm like, what the heck? Where'd David come from? I have no idea. But Dave Plouffe, yeah, he does actually enjoy key lime pie. I don't like lemon pie or key lime pie. But listen, Dave, and again, hello. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, please. Like the video, and all that good stuff. Check out his link below in the description. This is going to be. We're going to make this fun. We're going to make this fun. We always do.
But it is fun.
It's fun, but I don't know. We'll talk about it. Ooh, this was a slow one, but it was more like a slow gothic tale. Baguettes are delicious. Okay. Anyways, the picture. It was the little seaman. It was the little seaman Daniel in this episode of Circle of Fear. And he looked like a worn out William Defoe. It wasn't really his grandfather.
I put down he looked like Urkel because his pants were all the way up to his mid stomach area.
He was 4'11".
Oh God!
His pants were up to his nipple line, and I don't know where I'm going, but every second he looked like William Defoe. That was a snapshot I got. But when he was actually moving, he looked even way more like William Defoe. Was I wrong, Dave?
No, you're right.
Okay. Let me say hi to everybody, and then we'll jump into this episode, which is quite, all those people over there. All those people scrolling up. Okay, Mr. Ed, what is going on? Chris W. Hello. Edwards, I don't know why the bow, but, a curtsy. Is that what you do? That's picking up your dress. What? Sweet Indigo. Hello. Good to see you, Sweet Indigo. Connie Clary. Good to see you. Horror Junkie for Life. Thank you for the super chat there. Appreciate that. And Gigi, so sorry for your cat. 19 years old. I've been down that road, but it doesn't make it any less sad. So much love to you, Gigi, for the passing of your cat. Yeah, hopefully you feel okay. Let's see. Doorway to Nightmare. What is going on? Winslow Swan. Good to see you. Go check out that channel. Doorway to Nightmare puts a lot of work into his stuff and deserves way more viewers and listeners than he has. What more can I say? I don't know if I'd get you over there, but, go check it out. Anyways, Dave, I'm working my way. Raj is here. Sin City Jim. Love this episode of Ghost Story. Yeah, and we'll talk about that real quick at the beginning when we start chatting about Ghost Story, Circle of Fear. But who else do we got here? Nathan is here. J.O.B. just popped in. Hello, today I watched G.I. Joe, the movie. I'm sorry. Not great, but I can knock it off my list of movies to see. I just rewatched Heat, Dave. Still a good movie, but didn't hold up for me as well as I thought it was going to. Anyways, whatever. You probably didn't even see Heat. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Okay, we'll move on. Keep moving. I think we got everybody. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay. Steven is here. Hey, Steven, good to see you. Drop by. So yes, Dave. I think a boring episode. Go ahead. You got something to say.
Well, I was just going to comment on Horror Junkie for Life, who now wants a slice of key lime pie. Bo was actually across the room in the windowsill because it's 100 degrees here. So,
Phew, hot there. This is the most. Yeah, no. This is the most beautiful week of the year for us. Everybody in Cleveland, it's 70 degrees, sunny, crisp. Nobody's to complain at all. But imagine like going through 350 days of crap, and you get 7 that are worth it. You know, I mean, it's like, come on, either too cold, too hot. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyways, I was going to say, first of all, let me not jump there yet. But Connie's got the link to Doorway to Nightmare. Listen, again, if you like these old time radio shows and stuff like that, you got to check them out, man. Alani,
hi,
Katie, hi all. I've made it to the beginning of a live, not the last 5 minutes. Well, good to know, Alani. I'll say Alani. I think I got that right though. Katie. I mean, you think, Dave?
I think so.
Yeah. Lady, Katie, Arcady, Our Lady,
just leave it.
Alani. A lot to say. Let's move it.
Doorway to Nightmare.
Yes, Doorway to Nightmare. So this is Circle of Fear. On IMDb, they have it down as Circle of Fear. The actual episode opens up as Ghost Story. It's only one season. For those that don't know and are watching us this is our 3rd episode in, technically episode 2, season 1, episode 2, but it's Ghost Story, and the intro is Ghost Story on, the screen. So how they switched all that up and changed it to Circle of Fear, and it became Circle of Fear, I don't think I ever really dug into it, and the reason why.
I don't know either, except for just thinking about the movie Ghost Story.
Right. Yeah. No. I've known Circle of Fear, but it does show Ghost Story as you watch it. But
there will be an episode that says Circle of Fear, like episode 20 or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is like a William Castle production. This episode in particular feels like a night gallery, and even starts off with Sebastian Cabot or Rod Serling, and night. He's got this little object like art, like a sculpture, and the story revolves around the sculpture. So it's like they stole it from Night Gallery.
Right.
Yeah.
But the sculpture was lame.
it was pertinent to the episode.
It was, but it took a long time to get there.
It did take a long.
Really, really silly.
It's silly.
Sebastian Cabot, he's holding it out, and I didn't know what to write down. Was it a trophy? Was it a plaque? Was it and it ended up being like merchandise from like a local sightseeing thing.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to talk about there's this supernatural element to the sculpture that is used between the ghosts and all this stuff that's going to happen, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, DINO, it began as Ghost Story, and they changed it midway to Circle of Fear. So halfway through the season, I'm curious now if the Circle of Fear shows up on the screen. We'll find out. Or maybe we won't. Let's see how many episodes we get through. MOR is here. Hey, MOR, and thank you, Doorway, for the info. I appreciate that. Castle Films was really fun. Colleagues on Super 8, all that stuff. Low ratings prompted to change in name and format. Well, this episode 3, I can see why this might have gotten canned. This was kind of slow paced, Dave. It was more like a gothic sea story. Put you to sleep.
It was the fog, is what I wrote down. It
reminded the fog.
It had essences of the fog, where the ship's out at sea and it breaks up and the captain stays with the ship. But when he
A
gets to
sedated version of the fog.
well, definitely. But
Yeah.
that, maybe he's coming back for something, or, and
Yeah.
the way that never mind. The way that the captain moved during the episode, I'm like, oh my God.
Lots to talk about, I guess. So, Brother Jerry, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, what else was here? Somebody else said something else, but now I forget. Doesn't really matter. Dude, I like the Fog classic. Yeah, Fog is one of the greatest horror films of all time, but this one was a bit, in my opinion, boring. It was a little too slow. I didn't hate it, but let's go on. Okay, Dave, let's talk. Oh, directed by Richard Donner, who 5 years later did Superman. So I don't know, practicing. And why in this, I mean, this is 72, aired September 22nd of 1972. Why did they not get good at lighting until like the 80s or so? I mean, even in the 70s, they had to be like sunset, sundown, light out for darkness.
And the wind. The wind kept blowing throughout the whole episode. Maybe it was knocking down all the lights.
I know, it was a lot of wind. Well, it was the whole oncoming supernatural element of the ghosts and the captain.
That means it was there all the time.
No, I think Catherine or Kate is the reincarnation of Catherine, the woman, the wife of the captain who died.
Arca.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little, but I mean, do you think that? I mean, that's what it was. Kate, Catherine.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm smelling mac and cheese.
I'm ready to watch Brenda again.
I'm getting right. I tell you what, Brenda makes this look like a 3 out of 10
episode. I'm going to move it up another point after watching this episode.
Yeah, that Brenda, she's really working her way up there. Yeah, so we got a husband and wife. They're celebrating their anniversary.
Yeah.
Ed Lucas and Kate Lucas.
Oh,
yeah. Go ahead, Dave. Yeah, why don't you kick us off?
I was going to say it's Ed and Lorraine Warren, but yeah. So we got Ed and Kate. It's their 10-year wedding anniversary, and they're driving through basically Malibu, right? And they're cruising around. And
did I mention William Dafoe's grandfather is in here? Okay, go on, Dave. I'm sorry. That was too much.
Oh, that was such an awful part of the episode.
Oh, God. Okay, go on.
They're at the Seashore Inn, which is a fish house.
Yeah, getting some crab legs.
Some crab legs, and they finish their dinner, and Kate's out there looking over the ocean. Oh, look how beautiful it is. And her husband, Ed, he's coming from the gift shop where he has this little memorabilia of a chunk of concrete with a pipe in it.
I'm like, what kind of gift is that for your anniversary?
A horrible gift. But he's like buying her gifts at every rest stop.
Hey, here's a big metal pipe in this concrete block. Yeah, I love you, sweetie. I love you.
And he liked it. And, he comes up behind her and kisses her. And I have to admit, it was, is it Gina Rowlands?
Gina Rowlands? No.
What's the actress's name? Rowlands is her last name.
Gina Rowlands. Yes, you are 100% correct.
Yeah, because she was married to Cassavetes.
Yes, from Rosemary's Baby. Yes.
Yeah. So
John Cassavetes, who died very, very young with a heart. Yeah,
died in 1987. We'll see him and her on an episode of Columbo. But very beautiful woman, young woman, and this guy who I can't believe, he's like this weird Charles Bronson character. And so Ed goes, he goes, happy anniversary. And
he was in an earlier episode of Night Gallery that was really, really good. But
cool.
Yeah, anyways, you got to go back and watch the first season of Night Gallery.
I will.
Okay, anyways.
We will end up doing those together.
Yeah, well, there you go.
He's got an excellent car. It's a convertible. But every time we see him we see the camera from him driving. He's way too close to the car in front of him. And especially with brakes and road conditions, he was.
You like those white sneakers?
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry. I'm just not a white sneakers kind of guy with the, what did he have on with the, imagine like a bell bottom jeans, kind of little button up kind of shirt.
It was the early 70s.
Yeah, I know. It was weird.
This is age of Kolchak.
White. It was white tennis shoes. Anyways, okay. So yeah, and they're out. She's looking, drifting off and looking at the ocean.
Yes. And allegedly, like whatever he bought, that memorabilia thing, is now affecting her like immediately. We don't know it quite yet, but she's all like, oh, if you drive, continue to drive down this road, we're going to stop at a hotel, and this is what the hotel's going to look like, and so on and so forth. And that was just kind of a weird type of intro.
J-Dot, oh, that be that. I mean, it happens, dude. I mean, I don't have to tell you. It happens. Yeah, and then the weird intro. But I think at this point, like, again, I'm saying, I think Catherine, who is dead with Captain...
We haven't met Catherine yet. We're not at the hotel yet.
I know, but there's the connections already starting, because she's being pulled to the hotel because she's Kate. Catherine, Kate. She's being anyways, whatever. Yeah, you connect that. What was that? Fun 1, 2. I like that, Dave. That was pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, great opening. I do love the opening. I thought it was very cool how they had it, and it was kind of I keep referencing Night Gallery.
So funny, and it's like I think they needed to extend it for like 5 more minutes. Like, we don't have enough time, and so they're like driving, and he's all, I don't see a hotel. She goes, oh, but by the way, it's down this road. It's just.
Oh, you just sped up like 5 minutes or so. What's going on?
Sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
They're driving.
Yeah.
And, it's
after
like,
the intro is done.
Yeah. And it's like, it's not here, it's not there. Oh, maybe down the street. And so they take this winding road down to the very base, and now we're in like,
because she's being pulled to this hotel, and she's describing it.
But
like
in California, that is prime real estate. And instead of prime real estate, it's this old decrepit lodge is what it is. It looks like a bed and breakfast. It's probably got 6 or 8 rooms that people can stay at. And it's got Willem Dafoe's dad as the caretaker.
It does. Little Daniel.
We see him kind of.
Little Daniel, the seaman. William Dafoe's grandfather. He's taking care of the joint.
At least.
See? And he's like, I'm closing up. It's off season, he says. Yeah. No, actually, Daniel Daniel was right. He's talking to them in like a little seaman's voice. So it was a weird thing, Dave.
It was. And he
really
tells,
weird.
and first of all, when Ed gets out of the car, I love the elbow patches on the suit. That was fantastic.
That's 70s. Yeah. Oh. You never getting that back.
But after he goes up, he goes, oh, nope, sorry, we're closed for the season. And Ed goes, not a problem.
But again, don't you think she was being pulled there for a reason?
I do.
She described it to a T, and she's never been there before.
Because she's possessed by a chunk of concrete.
Exactly. Or the concrete is connecting her, who was reincarnated from Catherine, and her husband is sending out signals to her and pulling her there. So mental imagery is, anyways, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
leave her alone already. Leave Kate alone.
Yeah. So Kate's all like,
they just want to get to the hotel and get it on.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh,
you have no idea. It's the 1970s.
I have an idea.
He even says, hey, man, it's been 10 years since we wedded and bedded. That's his quote. I'm like, holy
that is what he says.
And I'm like, oh my God.
What is going on here? Hey, John Swan, what's going on?
So Kate gets out of the car and she goes, never send a man to do a woman's business. She goes up, sweet talks, this caretaker, and he goes, "All right, you can
Yeah.
stay here," you know.
It was
And
almost like he was in cahoots with like the ghost of Captain.
I think so. I think the ghosts were speaking to him.
And did you find anything on? I mean, the name of the captain is Captain Jonathan Harker. It's straight as Bram Stoker.
Right.
So, I mean, what's the deal with that?
I don't know.
They just used the name?
Yeah.
Jonathan Harker, you must go to see this man in Romania. You must have him sign the deeds. Can't go. I have a wife to be. It will wait, Jonathan. It will wait. I'm sorry, Dave. Gone. Robin, look. Robin. That's all I'll say. I don't know how to say the last name.
Lacoste.
Lacoste. Well, good. Well, there. You're French, yeah. Lacoste. Robin Lacoste. I don't know if that's French, but I'm sorry. Maybe it's not. Let's take a break a second, Dave. Get her wits about us.
Where our wits are about us. This was just a crummy episode because he's even like, you know, after they go in, he like talks about like, you know, going to the clearing in the woods and like on the hillside above water. There's nothing around except this one little tombstone. Where
well, yeah. Before they even get into the place, Kate. Sorry, Kate goes, "Where's the captain?" to Daniel, and Daniel goes, "Over there by the cliffs." And he never talked like that, but I did. So they go running over there, and Ed starts running after her, and yeah, it's the gravestone. What was it? Catherine Harker, 1840 to 1872. Or something like that, 1870.
It was, but 1870, and then a question mark. I couldn't make out the last number.
I know, me either. So that's why I said 72. That's when this aired. Black Roses. Hey, what's going on, Jody? Hey, member for 21 months at level 2 support. That's a long time. Sorry I'm late. I am celebrating my 50th birthday. Whoa! 50 years old and 5 years sober. Much love and happy celebrating there, and happy birthday to you. Yeah, Black Roses, very cool. And I can't say enough for the 5 years sober. That's even more so than the birthday, but happy birthday. Anyways, yeah, everybody, wish Black Roses a happy birthday. Great horror flick named Black Roses. That's all I know. But okay, Dave. So they ran to the beach and she's looking possessed and all that kind of stuff. Eyes roll in the back of her head.
I want to go back to the hotel room.
Okay, yeah, no, go back there. That's where it all happens, Dave.
It does. That's where we spend another 30 minutes. So
that takes a while.
Yeah, we're at the hotel room, and it's like a bed and breakfast. It's a lodge. It's really nice. A lot of wood paneling. The artwork is ships. It's a really, really nice place. I would even stay there. The couch is perfectly done.
Even you would stay there. Oh, the wine red velvet, or not velvet, leather. Yeah, it was really nice.
Great. The bed looked nice. It looked clean and neat and orderly. I mean, it was like a place that was really, really not.
What?
Nothing.
Thank you, Dino and Dave, fam. What? Something happened? What? Your computer freak out?
Yeah, the whole everything camera-wise went a little weird, but that's okay.
Well, you look crystal clear, so it's working.
Crystal. Anyway.
You look crystal clear.
There's also, she says,
on your father's side.
Lavender. I smell lavender. And then I'm like, I would have to go. I hate lavender.
Lavender. I don't get I don't know. Maybe it's because my palate is all about sweets and coffee and sugar. Lavender is just this, people like you who eat key lime pie.
No.
I would think you would like lavender.
No.
If you're a lemon pie eater, come on.
Totally different thing. And it's lime.
I like key lime pie, lemon pie, lavender pie.
You got citrus herb. That's totally different.
Okay, I get. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And by the way, I don't like lemon pie. I think that's lame. I like
Really? What?
lime pie. That's the only citrus pie I like.
Okay.
I'll take blackberry pie. That's great. Apple pie, French apple with the cinnamon. That's about
Nice.
it. None of the weird funky stuff from like Marie Callender's. I don't really care for German chocolate pie or anything like that.
Oh, German chocolate pie is good. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. That little coconut
Ugh.
stuff. Oh, it's so good. Edward Stewart says it's Brenda. Yeah. And Chris W, you got that right. Woohoo, yoo-hoo, Ovaltine for everyone. In order for Ovaltine is quite the drink. Hey, what's going on? Dino, are you excited for Conjuring Last Rites movie? Not really, Raj. I liked The Conjuring, the first movie, The Conjuring. I liked that. It was a really good film, but then like everything else, let's have one, let's have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's connect it to a doll. Let's like offshoot, and let's have this whole Conjuring universe. Oh, so lame. Anyways, I don't even know where we're at. We're at the hotel.
We're at the hotel, and the guy is now getting pissed off because he has to make his own bed. The sheets are laying on the bed, and he starts undoing them. Let's get this on, type of thing. And then she goes over to the window, and it blasts open, right? And you've got all this wind, and the wind doesn't stop for another 45 minutes.
And you think with the wind that the ghost like blew through there. That's what I thought. I'm like,
yeah. And again, possesses her because she then tells the story. We don't, and again, it's kind of hard to grasp at first if she tells the story similar to the fog where I had just mentioned, where a ship got beached out away from the coast. Everyone got to safety, but the captain stayed. And then when he got to shore, he got caught up in some rocks and he couldn't get out and he was going to die. And he's just called, shoot me. And the harpoonist goes, okay, boom. And he gets shot with a harpoon gun.
Yeah, this isn't what really happens. We'll find that out later. And then they pour concrete over him.
Then they pour concrete. Did they have concrete back in the 1800s?
I just like, what?
I am really upset. Because you don't understand the visuals here. If you haven't filmed
concrete, well, let me think about this. 1840. Well, I guess they wouldn't call it. Did they call it concrete?
I don't know.
You might be right.
But here's the deal: you got this rock, okay? This rock outcropping that's natural, and allegedly some guy is in it. Keep in mind, we're 30 feet above the waves.
Yeah.
And then they just pour concrete on him, so it looks like the Arizona battleship thing in Hawaii.
Yeah, it's before the Civil War, and there's some guy over here going, "Hey, whip up a batch of concrete."
That's it. What did they do? Go to Home Depot? I don't think so. And then, the sides are all curved, everything like that. It's so weird.
Yeah. No, listen. They call it concrete, but
why didn't they just put him in a little cave and then seal
a little bit of mud and straw, and you can make some concrete.
Oh, God.
It's not really concrete, but no, exactly. I know. MR, the Romans had concrete, not like the modern stuff, though. Yeah, I mean, I was joking with Dave, but yeah, from the beginning of time, really, they were able to put together mud, dry it out in different ways, and some were better at it than others. The Romans were quite good at it. Yeah. But what also happened back in the day, let's say history lessons, they used to just carve out rock. So it wasn't really concrete and some of that stuff. It was just carving out rock. But anyways, yeah. Yes, limestone and seawater make the Roman concrete that still exists today. Exactly. That's what I just... Alani, yes. I got to shut up. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. So they decide to leave the hotel room and go down to the spot where their actual piece of memorabilia matches.
Yes.
And you're supposed to, when you're there, when you leave, salute the captain.
Oh, wait. Did the toothpaste thing happen before they left? Or is that when they come back?
No, that's when they come back.
Okay, I want to talk about that.
That was
I
great.
want to talk about the stupid stuff.
All right. All right.
So they're down there on a beach.
So Gina goes,
Yeah. Kate.
ever.
The
So-
whole episode revolves around Catherine, the
What?
Kate, and their connection. Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead. You
So
don't believe it, though.
Kate, instead of saluting the captain, goes "Mwah," like that and blows him a kiss, and it pisses off her husband. What are you doing that for? I don't get it. You know, and he's like has a little hissy fit. But then all of a sudden we get this little view of under the rocks, and there's this horrible glowing figure. It's just like this little like Lego person that's backlit,
glowing, yeah,
and that's it. And we're all, who is that?
Well, it's the ghost of Catherine. She's the one that's the ghost of Catherine is hanging around the rock where her husband is buried, or encased in concrete, or whatever. Now we're talking. Hey, bring up the history stuff. Go on. Keep it coming.
All right.
When she was standing there with her husband, Ed, and Kate, she said, Daniels. It was almost like she was possessed. Did you notice her voice change, her accent? But I think later on she does that again when she says mirror. She couldn't say mirror. And I think that was just an actress thing. You remember that?
I do.
That was a fun part of the show for me. I think that was one of the high points for me, Dave, when she tried to say mirror. I'm like, how do you not say mirror? Say the word, Dave. How do you pronounce it? Say it again. You're mute. You're doing it on purpose. You son of a...
That is more entertaining than the whole show. I'll tell you that.
You don't want to say it on here.
It's mirror.
Yeah, mirror. She couldn't say it, though.
Yeah. Here's a
yeah, I'm like... And she probably took 30 takes, and the director said,
but we don't want
Richard Donner said,
Academy Award-winning actress.
I'm thinking about doing this film called Superman. Listen, no more takes. We're just keeping it in. That's all he said.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways.
Then we're back in the hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
And Kate's brushing her hair and looking in her mirror. And it's also, it's like this was the captain's wife's mirror. And then
she's all enthralled, yeah.
The husband comes out of the bathroom.
He certainly does. And he goes, guess what? I forgot my damn toothpaste. She goes, well, you can use mine. She goes, it's totally proper. We are married. And I'm like going, what the hell is that all about? I think the whole family uses the same toothpaste.
I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That was quite weird. Yeah, use my toothpaste. It's proper.
Hey, Charlie, you're 5 now. That means you get your own toothpaste. Make sure to put the lid on. Don't let it go down the sink.
Oh my God. It's so ridiculous. And yeah, you still and you got the sound of the storm coming in and the wind blowing. It still sounds like that. I don't think there's a storm. They're just by the sea. By the sea somewhere. Like in a Gadava
mirror.
In a Gadada Davida singer couldn't pronounce In the Garden of Eden. Wow, unbelievable. Mirror is going to be a thing now. Yeah, I should have cut that clip out. I wanted everybody to hear that, but I thought the proper thing to do was for the standout role of Daniel, the little seaman, the grandfather of William Dafoe, and Dave over to the right just makes it. Oh my God! Whoa, William Dafoe, what are you doing? Get your father back home. He doesn't need to be working on the set. Okay, anyways. Okay, so like in a garden of Eva, in a garden of Eden, baby. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Kate went to look outside.
She did.
She says she hears the voice calling to her, and she does. Well, we do. Is it in her head or is it real? Yes, it's real. Ed don't hear it though. I love later on when Ed starts to get possessed. He gets affected. Yeah, that's when it gets real fun. Loved Iron Butterfly. Say that 3 times fast, Dino. In a Garden of Eden, in a Garden of Eden, in a Garden of Eden. I'm not going to say in a Garden of Eden. Okay. Oh, what happened there? What's going on? Is that
Tom F.
Tom, are you the one that sent me a request? I just need to know because I'm not accepting because I don't know who the hell it is. So if it's you, just let me know in the chat. $2 super sticker. Pair character putting his hand in front of his mouth while blushing. Fun stuff, Tom F. Good to see you, bud. Thank you for showing up. Everybody hit that thumbs up button, please. This episode deserves it. Onward and upward and sideways, and I don't know where we go from here, Dave. Oh, the next day. I think the doctor comes.
Yes, the wife is sick.
She's got a fever.
Sick
I got a fever.
Because her husband's trying to pull her into bed the whole show. Like, when she's looking out in the hallway because she hears the voice, Catherine. It was like Scooby-Doo. And then, like, the light turns out, and you're like, oh, my God, something's going to grab her from behind. And sure enough, it's her husband dragging her back to bed.
Yeah, what's wrong with her, Doc? Well, she seems to have a fever, slight fever. Yeah, I wouldn't move her for the night.
Yeah, but then he tells the husband, you need to sleep in the next room.
Yes.
You can talk to her, you can kiss her, but gosh dang it, you got to sleep in the next bedroom.
Yes, because he does go down and kiss her goodnight on the lips, and I'm like going, what is wrong with you? She's sick. Why would you kiss her on the lips?
Because she looks like Gina Rowlands.
If you love her, you're gonna kiss her. Yeah, and she's in this silk blue nightgown, lingerie nightgown throughout most of the episode. It's nice. I mean, it's all right.
It's 1972.
Yeah, I mean, for 1972, it's all right. For 2025, I buy you something else there, Gina Rowlands. I'll buy you something else. You dig. Hey, hi boy donuts, Harry Scott. What's going on? Donald Juck Japple juice.
Wow.
Woo! Okay, Dave, you need to take over.
All right, I'll take over for a little bit and be able to pronounce all of the words.
I'm gonna. Oh. Well, you think so? Yeah, you've done
I'm sure.
You've done your share of butchering. Go ahead.
So, the husband takes off. The wife, she goes over and sits at the vanity. And again, she's brushing her hair and she's looking in the mirror. And all of a sudden, it's Catherine. Holy moly, standing behind her.
You get a quick glimpse of the hand mirror in the reflection. It's like a zombie almost.
It really was. It wasn't like scary. It was just like, oh, it's Catherine, type of thing.
Alani, no, I've had 2 kids, and I listen. I was joking because yes, my kids have sneezed in my face, drooled in my mouth. It's disgusting. Dave. It's you're sitting there. You're going like this. You're going. I had Aiden, my son, who's big now. I remember when he was 4 months old. It might gross you out a little bit, but I guess I was feeding him a little bit too much. He was a big kid, down the whole bottle. And I go to burp him, and I pulled him forward for some reason after the belch. And man, it was like it was The Exorcist, right in my face. The stuff you put up with your kids. But yeah, that was not pleasant. I'm like, hurry up. I put him on. Anyways, okay, moving on.
So the husband comes back. He's looking. He's all, Kate. And he can't find her. He looks down, broken mirror and everything.
Yeah, look at that, Dave.
All over the place.
Look at that. It's right. French can be. Tell you, we know our stuff.
And so, it's like me looking for Bo every day when I come home. Bo, where are you? And so he runs out to the front of the building, and there's the caretaker.
Yeah.
And she's out on the moors. And he's all, the moors are in Scotland. He goes, then she's out on the cliff, and it's okay. He runs out to the cliff, and she's like full on possessed, heading toward the concrete captain, right? And
Well,
so
and you see these footsteps down there coming halfway to the steps.
the
Well, no, it looks like footsteps.
footsteps. So they're handprints, and in between the handprints, it's like a slug has slivered around the area, just like on that night gallery we did.
Yes.
So Ed, he grabs his wife, and she's all, "I'm Catherine, leave me alone." And he's all, "No, stupid woman." Boom. And
He
I
slapped the hell out of her.
did not believe what I saw.
No.
Network TV in 1972. I had to rewind it. Sure enough, he backhands her, and that brings her back to reality.
Well, isn't that what happened back? I mean, if a woman was hysterical, you slap her out of it, or a
I
man.
don't know, maybe on Airplane. Was that the movie where they were up standing in
Oh
line
God!
and they people had pipes and stuff like that?
I'm just remembering the scene. Oh, Airplane is so good. WTF Horror and Sci-Fi. What is going on? Good to see you.
So then we're back at the hotel, and she's laying there. She's got a big old bruise on her chin. And
Wait a second. She had a bruise?
Oh, full on. You got to go check out that episode.
I didn't notice a bruise.
Oh, she's got a full bruise, and he's laying behind her going, "You all right?" And I'm like, "All right. You should be arrested for domestic violence."
No apologies. Well, she
Holy-
was about ready to just
No.
dive off that, cliff
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
I agree with that, but
Yeah.
maybe
Do
a
what you got to do.
little bit more talking first.
Yeah.
But
Oh, the other. Well, didn't she start? She started going into the story,
yes.
the real story. Did you want to tell it?
No.
No. Oh. You're like, no. The man that harpooned the captain was Daniel's grandfather. Okay. So this guy's grandfather, William Defoe's grandfather, is the one that harpooned the captain, and it took place on their anniversary of all things. Okay, it's gone, Dave. I'm sorry.
Isn't that Defoe's grandfather? Isn't it William Defoe's brother then? Who shot him?
Oh, well, listen, we're not going to,
Oh, good
I'm
Lord.
joking, but it's Daniel's grandfather who harpooned him.
Yes.
So, yeah, and I thought it was different, though. I thought later
Well,
on,
he says
wasn't
that.
it didn't they blame Catherine?
Well, no. Catherine blamed them that it was murder, that he was actually just coming to shore
Okay.
and murder. And then when they actually talked to the caretaker, he's all, no. He was caught. He was dying. It was mercy, not murder.
Mercy. It was mercy, not murder. Yes. But yeah, imagine being a soul caught in that concrete and with the harpoon.
Still got the harpoon in it, and it pierced his heart. But then after, they talk about, then Ed leaves the caretaker because he sees Catherine. He sees the ghost of Catherine. She starts taking off down a pathway. He starts running after her, and all of a sudden we look up. Hey, there's the caretaker again, kind of supervising everything.
Yeah.
So you almost begin to think that maybe he's not real, that he's got some supernatural power going on.
Yeah. And then we're back at the hotel again.
We are
And she's sleeping.
always at the hotel.
Always at the hotel.
Oh.
Yeah. But she's sleeping, and he decides to take the little sculpture of the concrete captain that he bought for her. Here, I love you, and he took that to his room.
He did, but when we start looking at this sculpture now,
Starts to
it's starting to crack open a little bit.
Yeah. That means that the soul of the captain is trying to escape the actual rock down on the beach.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Me and Dave were talking before the show, and he was really confused about that part of this episode. So I'm glad you understand what that means now. The reference. Dave enjoys key lime pie.
So,
Do you like? Is that with the whipped? What's that, meringue on
you
top?
don't put meringue on like key lime pie.
No, so just key lime. There's
It's like pumpkin pie.
real okay. So yeah, I thought it was like with the what's it called?
Meringue.
Not merengue. That's a dance. The meringue. Wait, how do you say it?
Meringue.
Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah. It's whipped like white eggs. Whipped.
Yeah.
Meringue.
Yeah.
Meringue pie. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Enough with that. Yeah, I don't need no meringue pie. Oh, and she wakes up and it was all a dream. Oh, no.
Whipped cream.
With whipped cream? The key lime pie?
I don't like either one.
Yeah, I would say.
Because we're going to stop for a moment.
Okay.
Because we'll just go back because they're at the hotel.
All right. Yeah, nothing to see here. Yeah.
So, two things actually. One is when I was a kid, I was able to get this goblet of ice cream. I mean, it was like up above, and it had like a big goblet to it, and probably 6 or 7 flavors of ice cream. And on top of that, they made all this whipped cream on top. And so, of course, Dave, thinking the way he does, starts eating all the whipped cream. Because if I can get the whipped cream out of the way, guess what? That leaves all the ice cream I can eat fresh. You know, get rid of stage 1. Now we're in stage 2. That's the stage I want to be at.
Yeah, I hear you.
So sick of the whipped cream. I couldn't eat the ice cream.
Oh, no.
I was so upset.
So to this day, you can't have whipped cream, I wouldn't think?
Nope. Can't do whipped cream. Can't do meringue.
Okay. But
meringue,
ice cream's fine, though. Yeah, that didn't turn you off there.
I love ice cream. Hi, Kat.
Oh, yeah. Dino, if you're looking for another series.
Sorry.
Oh, no. What? Oh, yeah. If you're looking for another series, try The Evil Touch. 26 episodes. Syndicated from Australia with great guest stars. Leslie Nielsen, Darren McCann. Huh. I will look into that. The Evil Touch. And hello, Kathy. Our Kathy is in the chat.
Yes.
What's the bird?
A different bird than she had last week.
Oh, she's going through.
Had like a blue jay. And then
what is that called? What is the bird hobby called? What? I know. I'm putting you on. Yeah. Whatever. Well, I was thinking of the bug thing, but that's entomology. Whoo. You know those old books with different birds, and they're from the like. Is that it?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe Kathy's going through a different bird each week. Well, good to have you, Kathy. Thank you for showing up. There's going to be a stream overnight tonight, another CBS Radio Mystery Theater stream. This is a raven. A raven.
Yes, we should have known.
Yeah. Hi, it looks.
Raven.
It's the raven.
Scott agrees and has double checked. Ornithology.
Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, perfect. See, I knew if I'd ask, Dave would know or somebody would know. So, do we go back to the episode?
Unfortunately, we should.
Okay.
So the wife is also like making yummy sounds, so as quoted from Young Frankenstein, because the guy's in the other room and he hears her and she's all like that, and so then
nightmare, yeah.
So then they call the doctor back the next day.
Oh yeah, doctor says no, she's still got a fever. You can't go nowhere.
Can't go anywhere. Like I'd be loading her in the back of the Corvette and just.
Meanwhile, she looks fine.
She looks great.
Yes.
And she doesn't even play being sick well.
No.
I could have done that to get out of school. I don't feel well. I'm sick. Oh my gosh. But she's up, honey. I'm so sorry.
You know
Ruined our
what kind of kid I
anniversary.
was when I was little? Well, listen, I've been an open book on my wildlife, but
The caretaker said, when I was littler.
when I was littler, did I say that?
No.
I say the wackiest things. I don't even know half the things I say sometimes. But when this tells you that what I was going through back when I was a teenager in high school and stuff like that, just wanted to get the hell out of there, the home life. But they would get me up for school, and one of my tricks, I actually I would mix up some oatmeal and some Pepsi in the toilet and say, I'm sick. Go. And because they wouldn't believe me, Dave. So I had to start showing proof.
Oh!
Not real proof. It was just I concocted a mixture. Was that a little too much? Okay, TMI.
I
TMI.
got dinner next.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's.
Bo is. She's on the windowsill.
Oh, Bo's sitting there. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, across the way from me.
So yeah, they should leave. Listen, there's nothing wrong with her, but he says, yeah, got a slight fever, can't move her. And what's with even in 1970, the doctors were still coming and making decisions on you not even be able to leave.
That and like they came to your house. And in this case, like,
Must have been nice.
This abandoned hotel that's off of Route 1, just head down all the way. Convertible.
Don't forget to buy a little Captain's Rock souvenir. It'll take you right to us, and maybe he would have the souls of the.
And then the doctor also says she could not have walked to the cliff. You are mistaken, sir.
Because he gave her some. What did he give her? He gave her
sedative.
Very ingenious, Dino. Well, thank you. Yeah, I use my brain sometimes. I knew something was up. You taking classes at your local college? Anyways, I love that. I love the hobby. Me and my brother would get books like that all the time, either on bugs or trees or birds or dinosaurs, animals. I was into all of that stuff. Throw a quiz at me, Dave. Maybe later. Okay, let's go. You're a professor. You can whip me up a test. Yeah, let's go, man.
I couldn't even mix.
You couldn't even mix.
I would not even mix you up some meringue. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
So after the doctor leaves, we have a weird point of view of some creature, most likely a ghost.
Yeah, POV of Catherine, the ghost. Because he does see her leave at the end.
POV.
Yes. Well, I'm too far away. It says POV. Yeah, it's there.
Yep.
Yeah, gotta love those POVs.
Fisheye lens.
Dino, and now we are at 63 likes. Not good enough.
I'm
Thank you for.
I'm actually gonna take mine away.
Dave, let's pause there at the POV scene. It's top of the hour. You're not ready yet?
Oh,
get ready. I'm going to start talking. 63 likes. So we got 63 likes, and we want to get to 100, but we're not going to make it there this episode.
Yeah, but we will by the end of the week. I mean, heck, we had 103 on this X-Files crap that we saw.
That was a bad episode. But anyways.
All right. Yeah. First of all, thank you, everyone, because this is the 119th show that Dino and I have done together.
Woohoo! Yes.
And then next week, finally, we don't have crap. We have Columbo, the most crucial game, starring Robert Culp and Dean Stockwell.
Oh.
I can hardly wait. That is one of the best episodes. Then we have an
Why'd you save it for so late? In the game. Okay.
Then we have Art Bell Ghost to Ghost 2003. Oh,
yes.
It's been so long since we talked to Ghost.
Well, and it's getting nearer to Halloween, and we're going to kind of be amped up a bit for that. So
we are. Yeah. Following that, we're going to see Kolchak the Ripper. We've never done episode 1. We're going to do episode 1.
Got to complete it all. That's going to be fun. So there you go.
Followed by Scooby-Doo. The Wild
Zoinks! The
West,
podcast.
Night Gallery, X-Files, and our Halloween show on October the 26th.
Yes. So stay tuned for that. And our annual Halloween show where we have fun. And we will have an episode of In Search of in November. Oh, I
Yes,
almost flipped again, Dave. I almost said in October. Man, that was a lot. That was a lot. Let's see.
Busy.
Yeah, we are going to be busy is what we're going to be. Let's see. If for asking for more thumbs up, we got 2 more. Thank you for those 2 people who did that. I'm so glad I was here for this. I need to put a reminder on my calendar for next week. Yes, Alani, please do. Every Sunday night, me and Dave are here, acting silly, having fun. Zoinks, Scoob. Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun ride to Halloween, I guess.
Yeah, every week from now until Halloween is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we got good shows.
Got all the junk condensed into 3 weeks.
Okay, so the crack in the thing is getting bigger and bigger, and they keep going back to it, and you keep seeing it split more and more and more. Listen, if I was Ed, I would definitely be going, wait a second, there's something strange here. He waits a little too late, you know. Why is this all of a sudden breaking? And all of a sudden, she is getting better after that is taken away from her room next to her, because he starts having some problems. I don't think we're there yet, but right?
Right. It's at the point now where I think he locks her in the room.
Yes. And does he go walk into the beach?
Yes.
Is that when he sees the glowing captain
Yes,
squirming in
I
the
feel a
sand?
cricket in between that and that.
Okay, so go ahead. What's next?
No, you're doing just fine. But during that time, there was a cricket in my home, and I stopped and I killed the cricket, and then I came back and watched the rest of the show. So I have it in my notes that I killed a cricket right at this point.
You shouldn't have said that on the air.
We can edit this out.
The poor cricket. The poor cricket will never play the violin again. Is that? Yeah. Do your crickets sound like that? They sound like that here in the Northeast.
Oh, that's why I don't have a TV.
Oh, really? Because the crickets?
Because of crickets.
Oh.
So.
And Dave has to keep all his windows open at all times because he can't get an air conditioner. He spends all his money on pens and pencils.
So I had
Davis Jones in right now because there's a new specific pen coming out in 2 months, and he can't wait for it. What's the name of it again? It's got all the bells and whistles.
All right.
He'll never need another pen or pencil again.
Oh God.
Does he got to check his homework? There's something for that. Is he going to make remarks on the side? There's a different color for that. You remember those pens where you could click down red, yellow, green? Yeah, those were awesome.
Got those. I
don't know if they sell those anymore. Yeah, you probably still do have some of those. What's in Dave's drawer? Is there a pen like that in your drawer?
Yes.
Show me right now.
It's in the other drawer, but yes.
Oh my God. Okay. So, okay, go on. Let's go.
Talk about this part. I will go and see if I can grab it real quick.
Okay, wait. What part? What part are we at? Tell me.
The husband has.
The glowing. Yeah. Okay, go get it. Go. Dave's going to get that pen. Okay, so he goes to the beach and he's actually he jumps and climbs up to the concrete. Is that where we're at? Dragging with his. Well, no, he's there, but he sees the body, the ghost of the captain, and it's his hands. Because I was wondering, why is her hands in that long slug-like thing pulling in him? It looked weird. It looked really, really weird. And he sees it glowing, and it's making some weird sounds. I'm going to wait for Dave. Hold on. Don't have any crickets. Oh, show us, Dave. Where's the pen? There it is. There's the classic pen. Does it still have some ink in it?
We'll check.
That's what I want to know.
We'll check with blue. See, you got to push the blue down.
Yes. Nostalgia.
How's it
Blue works. Oh my God, there's still ink in most of them. If there's still ink in blue, I would think there'd be ink in all the other ones.
Red. Oh my God, there's green.
Well, if blue is still there,
Holy hell.
yes, the rest have to be there, especially black. Yeah, if black's there, come on. Wow, Dave, that's precious. You know what? Frame it.
You might get it for Christmas.
No, if I do, it'll be. I'll have Dave's pen and I'll have it engraved,
Like
and it'll.
and put it in concrete.
I could. Yes, for this episode, that would be great. Okay, we're getting way out of. Yeah, what's the Dave's drawer? Tomorrow's winning Powerball, $1 billion. Yeah, I know. I don't want to think about that.
How many Hawaiian shirts in Dave's closet? About. There's actually about 20.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's a good number.
Yeah, because you can buy them on eBay for like $15.
Yeah. No. Guess how many shirts of these types of shirts I have in my closet?
I don't know.
About 10.
Goth closet for you.
I've got 10. You know, when I find a great shirt that I could wear, I'll buy 10 of them.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're like, damn, I wish I had another one of those shirts. But anyways, okay. LL Dino's Christmas. Okay, here we go. Back to it. I tried explaining, but I was that wasn't the end. Is this the end of the movie? No. This is just where he goes and he sees the ghost of the captain.
Yeah, but we're also seeing that in real life the concrete is splitting open as well.
Yes.
You mentioned the footprints and the weird like slime.
Yeah.
Queen. But then it's like
come back
with seaweed and guy wife still weak. What happened to mirror? Oh, the wife asked what happened to the mirror. Like, honey, you broke it.
Yeah.
It's still windy. What a surprise. Tells caretaker, we're leaving.
Yeah, he tells Daniel. He lets Daniel know because Daniel needs to know that he's like, Daniel, we're not sticking around. We're just not sticking around. That'll never get old. I love it. Oh my God. Yeah, he's telling him that, we're leaving. And he goes, well, you shouldn't. Well, he goes,
Captain can't wait much longer.
Well, Captain works quick. So he does say that. I don't know what that means. Like, I guess this has happened before. That's the thing I don't understand.
Well, then what's great is he goes back up to the room, unlocks the door, and she's pissed. You locked me in. He goes, well, I can't have you going all over the place.
Oh, this is the good part.
Place. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no. He comes back up to the room and lets her know. He goes, we're leaving. We're not staying another night. And she goes, no. We got just one more night. And he turns around and his legs give out.
Oh God.
And he's paralyzed for like 5 seconds.
Oh God, it's so stupid.
Well, it's in reference to the sculptures in his room now. The effects are kind of fading with her, so it's like all of a sudden the captain's connected to him in a way.
Yes,
and he's paralyzed in legs because the captain's legs are encased in concrete. And when you see the glowing prior scene, the glowing of the captain dragging his body, and Catherine, it is kind of freaky. It's a little weird. Yeah. Just the glowing. It's not nowhere near as fun as the glowing of people in Scooby-Doo. No. But immediately he goes, oh, wait. Okay, the feeling's coming back to my legs. That was weird. And I'm just like going, I'm out of there real quick. And I'm going straight to my doctor. What? Sorry, doc. I just gave out and my legs were paralyzed. I'm okay now. No, I'd be worried, Dave.
That is... I'm serious. It's not like, oh, pins and needles. I just sat wrong or whatever. I had my legs crossed or whatever. No, it's just this guy went down.
He went down. Yeah, I'd be out of there fast.
Yeah, but I guess it turns on his wife because the wife says, "Hey, big boy, you want to come to bed?" He's
Yeah.
all, "Yeah, that's the best offer I've gotten all day." And she looks back, "It's the only offer you've gotten all day."
Yes. Yes.
God.
And I guess hours later, because evidently he did the deed and fell straight to sleep.
Yeah,
Who does that?
no one.
I mean, you do the deed and you're kind of like still wound up, you know.
But it's 4:30 there.
Round two, round three. Let's get it going. But yeah, no, he wakes up. He's got his pants on. I mean, this isn't a movie, you know, at the theaters, you know. But he's like, oh, what time is it? Oh man, we got to get out of here. But they're going to be spending the night again, Dave.
They are.
Storm's coming. It's been coming the whole episode.
Totally.
Yeah.
But his legs give out again. Husband near door, close, wife gone. Wife goes to grave. Husband's legs gone. Crawls. Wife in days. Starts with. Oh, I'm disappears. All right.
Oh yeah, no. As a young kid watching this, I could see you being a little. You can be scared if it holds your attention and you're one of those kids, because it's a little slow. But
yeah, but what else in the 70s do you have to watch? Nothing.
That's the thing. You know, a lot of people who ended up loving Hammer horror and things like this, you know, they were kids in the 70s. Listen, there's a lot of great Hammer horror films. Don't get me wrong. But half of them are very slow. You can have a snail race across the table and you often would turn away from Hammer horror and look at the snail and go,
did I ever tell you my snail joke?
No.
This guy is sitting in his living room.
I hope you snail it. Go on.
Knock on the door. So the guy goes, opens up the door, looks around, no one's there, looks down, there's a snail. He's all like, what the heck is this? Picks up the snail, throws it as far as he can throw it. 6 months later, he's sitting in his chair. Knock on the door. He opens up the door, looks down, it's the snail. The snail's all, what the hell was that? What the hell was that about?
That was one pissed off snail. I wonder if he ate on his way back to the door. He had to have. Oh my God, that was good, Dave.
All right, thanks. Tip your wager.
Hold on real quick. We'll end this show real fast. Maybe for the Dino Dave show, it should open with both of them in tank tops like Ted used to wear. Oh man, you guys are too much.
Late horror show tank tops.
Yeah, there's enough of that on the old streams.
You still have your merchandise store?
Yeah, it's there. Nobody buys anything, but it's there.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, I stopped promoting crap a long time ago.
All right.
Yeah, so they did the deed. He gets up. Doesn't he fall to the ground again after they did the deed?
Yes, I already said that prior to
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Pardon me. Woo. Oh my. Boy, am I such a bad person. Ooh.
Oh. Well,
God. Oh, Dino. Okay. Oh, I snorted.
Get to the concrete captain. Let's get it over with.
No, we gotta be. Well, I think there's not much more to get to. So let's. The door shuts. Keiko and she runs to the beach. Are we there yet? Is that it?
I'm with you.
Falls again and his legs give out again. Again, when his legs gave out, you know, they quickly came back. But yeah, I mean, I would be so nerved up, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's not fazed by it. He's like, oh, there we go. Oh, you know, I mean, it's just.
And then how are you going to drive? You're driving, all of a sudden you don't feel your legs.
Well, that's what she tells him. She says, she's like, that would be dangerous. So I still wear my Pepe tank tops, says Kathy. Oh, cool. Yeah, no, there's still stuff in the, I can make tons of new stuff. It's just nothing, just ever. I mean, a few people did buy some things, so that's nice. That's cool, Kathy. Dave still got his Philip No, which one did you get? Philip Marlowe? No,
Yours truly.
Johnny Dollar. Okay, you did get the Johnny Dollar one. Okay,
Yeah, I got two. I got one regular shirt, one Ted tank top special.
there you go. Okay, cool. Okay, so she runs out. She runs to the beach, and he's going to run after her. And Dave, tell it to us in your most dramatic fashion.
It's like St. Elmo's Fire. They're running on the beach. Everything's cool. And then it's actually more like, what is it, Rocky 2? When they're running on the beach together and then they hug in the waves. But anyway, the guy decides that
Will they race?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So the guy decides, I know how to, in this whole thing, I have to remove that harpoon from this guy's chest. So he climbs on top of the entire concrete thing, and you can see it split open, and he's moving that thing back and forth, and he finally pulls out the harpoon. But when he does, it's like the Brady Bunch Halloween or Hawaiian special where Greg goes under the water.
Yeah.
Falls back in the water, and my computer's slowing down. So,
Oh no, that's all right. Yeah, Raj. Yeah, I mean, I say it all the time. All the links, and that's why I just don't say it no more, because all the links are in the description. You can find links to everything down there. I mean, from merchandise to Dave's channel to Instagram, Twitter, X, Facebook groups that I have there. There's all kinds of stuff there. So yeah, I mean, I think just again, I think once the stream's over, it's don't look down there and stuff because the comments usually aren't there. So thanks to those who comment after the stream's over. I get some looks, LOL, because it says Pepe the Killer Cock. I had that on the hat, a shirt. Yeah, that was a lot of different merchandise with Pepe the Killer Cock. And that's from The Bold Adventure with Humphrey Bogart, Catherine Bacall. They did an old time radio show, and Pepe is in an episode. And that was a fantastic memory and night on the stream of the Late Late Horror Show and the old time radio streams where everybody was counting every death, which I think there was over 20 deaths in that episode. There was one death after the other, after the other, after the other. Pepe the Killer Cock. Anyways, okay, so let's finish this off. He's up there. He's cracking it open. He falls in. He's drowning. It's going on forever, Dave.
And now we got Catherine as well as Kate superimposed on one another. And Catherine's yelling at the husband, the captain, hey, it's all about, he released you, you should release him. And
you will be with me. I am a ghost. You will come with me and we will both be ghosts together. I don't know.
Pretty much. And then the guy realizes he's free of the hold and he stands up and he's in like 2 feet of water.
Well, I think, listen, I don't know what the hell, how the captain had a hold on them or whatever. It's kind of weird, but yeah, maybe he was holding them under the water and fighting them. The spirit of the captain, Captain Jonathan Harker from Bram Stoker's tale of Dracula.
Yeah. So we see then the couple leave the house. We driving away. We see the caretaker bringing in flowers to Catherine's grave. And that is the end of the program. So stay tuned for some of next week's.
Some of next week's?
Sure.
We got more than one?
We haven't recorded it yet. We don't know.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm delayed.
No, you're showing up fine here for a change. I mean, if you're delayed, you're showing up fine.
All right.
Is there a number next to the episode so it would be easy to find?
It's technically episode. Well,
Yeah.
This one that we just watched is technically episode 2 of Circle of Fear, because they don't count the pilot; they count the pilot.
Yeah, so it's technically. Oh no, I think he's saying with Bold Venture. I
Um,
can't remember the episode. I'd have to go through it again. I know one of the again. There's so much history. I mean, think of 6 years, 365 days a year for 6 years, every single night, 12 hours. A lot of stuff went on. So I mean, it's a lot. So I couldn't pinpoint off the top of my head which episode that was again. I'd have to go through the list, but I would technically go back and listen to the Bold Venture 12-hour stream. Just put Late Late Horror Show Bold Venture, the full stream of just all Bold Venture episodes, and it'll be there. So either the first one or the second one. Does anybody remember? It was either stream 1 or stream 2, but I think it was stream 1. Anyways. Okay. Mentioned the Sebastian Cabot from Family of Fear was the host for the first 13 episodes. Congrats on 380K subs. Thank you, Black Roses. Appreciate it. Karen Banks. Hello to Dino and Dave and all. Karen Banks, thank you. Karen's been commenting on videos nonstop over and over, and I appreciate it. I really do. It helps out. But yeah, I guess that's it, right? It's 9:20. We're going to end a little early. That's how bad this episode was. It wasn't terrible, but
it wasn't exciting. It was like, I always judge things on how many times I have to stop as I'm writing notes.
Yeah.
And on this episode, I don't think I stopped more than once or twice. Once to make sure that there was a bruise on that woman's face. And things like that. It went by to where you're just writing notes naturally. It's nothing. It was nothing special. So
no, I mean, highlights were that, her saying them doing the deed there. Just that was a fun section of the, I don't know. Edward said that's how it used to be. Yeah. If you go and watch, cause again, I saved the chats, for the live stream. So as you replay or play the stream, you can click the show live chat stream. It's there and you see everything we're saying and stuff like that. Dave's thinking, oh, I can get an early start out for my coffee and my food. What are you going to eat tonight, Dave?
I'm going to get some salads from Trader Joe's.
Good for you. Yeah. Yeah. And everybody, again, happy birthday to Black Roses. Happy birthday. And 5 years sober. Thank you. Much love to Black Roses tonight. Yeah. And Horror Junkie, if you're still out there, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And yeah. And thanks, Raj. Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff up in the store. Yeah. I mean, I've got a couple of mugs of my own here too. Yeah, they're everywhere. My stuff's everywhere. I was shaving and showered while listening. Is there a overnight show? There is an overnight show, J.O.B. CBS Radio Mystery Theater. I think some really good episodes, all fixed beautifully, sound great. So there you go. 380 subs, great. Yeah. So Rocky says, see ya later. And Dave wants to get the hell out of here. Any last words? Oh, what did you say?
Be seeing you.
Oh, wait, hold on. You'll be seeing who, Dave? Who are you going to be seeing?
Oh, I don't know. Peace. Ah!
Dave, where are you? Dave, I need to see you. Look at Grandpa William Dafoe.